There is no one greater than Jesus Christ of Nazareth ever to exist on the face of this planet. I belong to that Jesus. I fear no one, and I fear nothing. Understand?
This is just kind of funny to me. Like, this might be the way it's going to be for the next couple of weeks. Those of you watching these in release order, this might be the way it's going to be for maybe the next 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely it's going to be the way it's going to be this week. I'm just going to record videos because there's always something to talk about now every day. So I'm going to record videos and then I'll just edit them all and post them all Saturday. Like, I'll do all the editing Saturday, start posting them, and I'll just post everything all at once. So today is Thursday. For those of you who are keeping track, today is now Thursday. Two things. I can't remember what one of them is now. But we got a new Pope. Pope Leo the 14th. I like that we have Pope Leo. I haven't had a Pope Leo in my lifetime, and it's funny to have Pope Leo. I don't know, it's just kind of funny to have Pope Leo. Like, we had John Paul. Pope John Paul II was the Pope when I was, a kid, and he was Pope all the way up until he passed away. And when he walked with the Lord, we got the next Pope that was there for, I don't know, like a year or two. I don't even remember his name. Was it Pope Francis? Was Pope Francis the one that just died? Pope Benedict. We had Pope Benedict for like a couple of years, and then Pope Benedict, I think, stepped down. I think he was like, I don't want to be Pope anymore. So he tapped out, and the Lord then chose, Pope Francis, I think, and then Pope Francis just passed away. So now we have Pope Leo. We got Pope Leo the 14th, and you're gonna hear probably all about how fucking wildly leftist Pope Leo is, and we'll see. Like, I judge a man by his actions, right? And he has posted some things where I'm kind of like, well, yeah, that's fair. Like, J.D. Vance apparently said something about we rank who we love. Fair enough. We do. Like, I'll tell you this much. I love you guys, right? The 35 of you that watch every one of my... I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You're the only reason I'm still here. If you guys weren't here, why would I fucking bother with all this shit? I wouldn't. I'd be fucking around watching TV playing video games right now instead of doing all this shit if nobody was watching me. But you guys are here. You guys keep me locked in. I love you so much. I stay for you. So, I'll tell you this. There will be times wherein I'll have to go in hiding. Like, if we get another Democrat president, I might have to go into hiding. Because who knows what they're going to do. It could be illegal to be me very soon. So, I go into hiding. And then I just post on Rumble. Which isn't really hiding, but like, it's hiding from YouTube. It preserves the channel. The channel is very much under watch and lockdown a lot. So YouTube still keeps track of me. Even though I'm not monetized, YouTube still keeps track of me. And they throttle my videos and shit. Like, it's just fun to have my career. But anyways, on the most wanted list, and I've got fucking 4,000 subscribers and only 30 people watch me. Go figure. But nevertheless, what I say is dangerous still. I just talk fucking reality. But to the people that live in fantasy land, that shit is dangerous. But nevertheless, new Pope. Got a new Pope. A new Vicar of Christ. Right? A new Bishop of Rome. I like it. We got a new Pope. Pope Leo. We'll see how he goes. Right? I didn't even finish the thought I was having before. So, I started talking about fucking YouTube. So, J.D. Vance must have said something about we rank who we love. I believe that is true. I love you guys. But, like, I love my parents more. You know what I mean? Like, no offense. I love my parents more because they're my fucking parents. You know what I mean? Like, I love my brother and sister more than you guys do. Just throwing that out there, you know, like, because I would hope that you love your parents more than me. Now, you might have shit parents, and that's fair enough. And you might be in a position wherein you'd be like, no, actually, I love you a little bit more than my parents. Fair enough. But I'm not in that situation. I love my parents more than you guys. And if that is the case, that's very sad. I feel very bad for you, and I wish that wasn't your lot in life. That is very unfortunate. People that have shitty parents, that does suck. And that is just so common these days. Nevertheless, we do rank how we love people. Because we're human and we're fallible. Right? Like, that's part of it. And the other part of it is because that's just survival and that's just how you do it, you know. And, but the Lord says to love everybody equally. Fair enough. And the new Pope brought that up. Jesus said love everybody equally. And I'm like, well, I don't disagree, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, he did. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he did. Fair enough, new Pope. So, like, people are throwing around all this, oh, he was talking shit to JD, and it's like, no, he was correcting JD. And as the Pope, that's going to become, like, you know, the entirety of his job, to correct people when they get the shit wrong. And we got to not look at that through the lens of, you know, like, look, you know what I mean? Like, let's see what the man says, let's see what the man does, and let's treat him like the Pope. Respect his opinion, and I will accept that as a Christian, not a Catholic, and be like, there you go, that's the thing. But like, my Pope is Peter, because Peter wrote stuff in the Bible. Just like my Bible, funny enough, is the Bible. So like, that's kind of where I go with the religion stuff. I go to the Bible. I actually read what Jesus said, and then I just kind of try to live by that. But anyways, new Pope, Pope Leo the 14th. We will wish him all luck. You know, blessings of the Lord be upon him and all that sort of thing. We'll say some prayers for the new Pope, because man, it's not like that's a fun job. You know what I mean? Like, Donald Trump's having fun being president. If Donald Trump was the Pope, that is nowhere near as fun of a job. Like, you can't do that shit as Pope. Like, it's a whole different thing. You kind of got to be like the moral authority. You can't just be like, I'm not making moral laws here, bitch. I'm making federal laws. Like, you can't do that shit when you're the Pope. So, Donald Trump would really have to rein himself in. I think it'd be a miserable fucking job for Donald Trump. Some fucking reporter. Oh my God. I'm going to be talking all the Pope the whole time. Am I going to have to make 2 videos today? One for the Pope, one for fucking India? Fuck it. We'll make 2 videos today. I got them on the weekend. We'll do 1 video for the Pope, 1 for the fucking Indians. Alright, so. What was I even going to say? See, now I can't even fucking remember. I went on a whole fucking tangent, and then was like, am I seriously going on a tangent? And by the time I was like, yeah, we're going on the tangent, now I don't even remember the fucking tangent. Anyways, so, Pope Leo the 14th. What was I even talking about with the fucking Pope? Am I going to have to seriously go back and watch it? Alright, so it's Sunday. Sunday today. Sunday Andy talking. Oh, hold on a second. Let me... So that thing doesn't make noise through the whole video. Alright. So, what was I going to say about the Pope? Alright. Donald Trump was doing a press conference, and a reporter asked if he had seen the AI pictures of him looking like the Pope. And Donald Trump was like, yeah, so? And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. Like, What a stupid, asinine fucking question to ask the President of the United States. Like, these press pool people. I mean, look, I don't know if it's one of the new breed of reporters that's in there, that the White House has in there, or if it's the old guard just gasping and dying at this point. But, like, if you have an opportunity to ask a question of the President of the United States that is guaranteed to go wide, it should be something, I think, a lot better than, hey, did you see a picture that somebody posted of you online? Do you think that matters? Like, in regards of being the Pope, does the President think that they're going to make him the Pope because somebody made some AI art of him looking like the Pope? The Cardinals are going to get together and be like, did you see this picture of Donald Trump looking like the Pope? He looks good in the vestments, don't you? Yeah, I think I'm going to vote for him. Did you really think that's going to happen? That's the asinine fucknut question you asked the President. Do you think this AI picture of you looking like the Pope is someday going to lead to you being the Pope? Can we seriously just be done with TV news? Like, can we just seriously be done with them? Like, I'm sorry. If you ask a question that stupid, you need to be sent back to your home office so that they can replace you with somebody more qualified for the fucking job. Donald Trump, see, this would be my question. If I had the one opportunity to ask a question of Donald Trump, you know what it would be? It would be, Donald Trump, have you seen the AI art pictures of you dressed up like the God Emperor of Mankind from Warhammer 40K? Do you think someday that in some way that means that you are the God Emperor of Mankind? Can you pray to the machine god and make the machines work? Like, what? Yeah, that was the Pope story I was about to launch into. Is Donald Trump going to be the Pope because somebody make AI art of him? Fucking retarded assholes. Anyway, so there's that. I'm going to refer back to that story and how I forgot it the whole fucking rest of the video because I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I do this all the time. But nevertheless, that is what it was. That was the story I was going to tell. And pretty much where it was going to end, and we're going to move on to India. Anyway, so back to, what was it, Thursday? Back to Thursday. This is Sunday. I'm Sunday Andy. We're going to go kick it back to Thursday Andy. Here we go. Son of a bitch. Anyways, so enough about the fucking Pope. We're not going on with the Pope. I don't remember my Pope anecdote. I don't remember what I was going to say about the fucking Pope. New Pope. Hot in here. I hate when that happens. I totally forget what I was going to say. Anyways, so got a new war going on. I'm not sure if I said this and posted it, but months ago I heard somebody on the news talking about how, man, expect there to be something going on in India because Pakistanis are doing this and the Indians are doing that and there's just all this kind of stuff going on. And so, like, it didn't surprise me at all that now something's going on. Now we've got India and Pakistan launching drones at each other, like earlier today. Pakistani drones are coming in, and the Indian missiles, they got their own Iron Dome or whatever. Can't wait till we get our Iron Dome. That's going to be awesome. Like, I really think I'm cool with the idea of the Iron Dome. Like, I know there's a lot of Democrats that are like, oh, fuck you, man. I like the idea of the Iron Dome. Like, the more I see the Iron Dome's working, the more I'm kind of like, we're supposed to be like the best military in the fucking world. Why don't we have an Iron Dome? Everybody else got Iron Dome. Like, we're just expecting fucking the ships that are just hanging out in the ocean to just pick stuff off. No. We need an Iron Dome. I want Iron Dome. Like, I want a Iron Dome battery to be in my fucking city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to be like, all right, well, maybe someday there might be rockets launching off, and that'll be fun to watch. The debris will suck if it winds up being debris. But those things, you know, we're fucking America. Those things should be able to track motherfuckers over miles. We should be shooting in Northeast Ohio. We need to have a battery near Cleveland that we could mount it up on the fucking, we could mount it on the Guardians Stadium. That'd be cool because it's a big open air stadium. The fucking games are usually on in the summertime, right? Everybody's out there hanging out. They do fireworks. What's better than that? Oh shit, the sirens go off and the whole stadium goes, oh, and then the battery fucking turns and shoots fucking rockets. Like, that'd be sweet, man. Like, we need Iron Dome on every fucking major sports stadium with an open roof. And that'll encourage them to want to redo all their stadiums so that they don't have domes anymore. Anyways. Well, for the domes, you just put the shit on top of the dome and you put a camera on it and then you put it up on the Jumbotron. Make it work, man. It's business. So, Iron Dome's going off, drones are going down, fucking, oh my gosh. And I mean, I'm a little fuzzy kind of how everything works. I was watching Indian news, and I told you guys before that the accents fuck with me. I don't get it. Like, there's no other accent in the world that I have more trouble understanding than Indian accents. I just don't get it. This lady is speaking damn near perfect English, but still I'm getting lost in fucking places. So, I think the way that this started was, and I might be wrong, right? I am wrong. I remember now how it started. So, I think a bunch of Pakistani guys, like, killed a whole bunch of tourists. Like, they were doing this horse riding thing, and one of the horse ride guides was, like, talking to this lady, and she was saying that he was like, you know, what religion are you, and all this sort of thing. Have you ever read the Quran, and stuff like that? And then a bunch of dudes jumped out with rifles and gunned down everybody who wasn't Muslim. So that's kind of like how it started, right? So we got terrorism going on in India. And so the Indians said, okay, well, fuck this. And they launched a couple of big old missiles at a couple of places just inside Pakistani territory where there was these two terrorist dudes. And like, one of the terrorist dudes was the guy that killed the Washington Post journalist, I think he was. I think he was a Washington Post guy. The guy that got kidnapped and killed. Got him. He done. And the Indians were like, yeah, and we did America a favor. And I'm like, yes, you did. Thank you very much. That's nice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if you ask Donald Trump for assistance in some way, I'm sure he'll be like, well, let's hear it out, whatever the deal is, and maybe we'll figure something out. I absolutely adore the idea of the American mercenary military. I love the idea of, well, what would you like? We've got a couple of you can buy 2 SEAL teams, or you can get like a couple of big battle cruisers, you know what I mean? Like, and that's going to cost you X billion dollars, you know, like $200-300 billion for fucking dude. If you want to rent out a fleet of our warships, that's going to be $250 to $500 billion. Fuck you. Like, no. Because that's, you know. But I like the idea of it. I think that'd be cool. I think recruitment would actually go up. If they're like, look, we can defend our country and we can just still go fight in wars. Like, I think a lot of crazy young kids would be like, that's cool. I think it'd go down a little bit because I think a lot of people would be like, yeah, they're always kind of at war now because everybody's renting them to just fight everybody. Yeah, I don't know. It would have to be very tightly controlled. I don't know. I don't really think that the Indians need, the Navy for Pakistan. Of course, they could just, I think Pakistan is against some body of water. No, it's fairly inland. Yeah, I mean, well, shit. Get a couple of tomahawks. You know what I mean? Like we could flatten Pakistan for them. Be like, there you go, duke it out on the ground now, buddy. Just awful, awful thoughts. But yeah, so they launched a couple missiles at these terrorist dudes, took them out, took out a couple of like terrorist training facilities and shit, and now the Pakistanis are like, fuck that. Oh, they also shut off their water too. India, like, I think it was like right after this shooting at the horse riding thing, they shut off the water because apparently they have some sort of treaty, the Indus Water Treaty, that Pakistan has control of whatever, however many rivers, and India was like, well, fuck you, and they shut them off. So, like, you just gonna send terrorists over here to shoot up people? No more water. And so they shut off their water, and so, yeah, and then they bombed these two terrorist guys in their facilities, and a bunch of people hurt, a bunch of people dead. It's unfortunate. Like, this sucks. Like, it's not cool. It's not fun. Like, this isn't good. This is another war. We got another war! Yay! 2 out of 3. Terrorism, and there's more than that. We got the fucking war in Yemen, all the war with the Houthis and the boats. Like, I mean, it's turning into the fucking warriors, dude. Like, everybody's got goofy little names. They're all just pricks. They got a bunch of different cells of pricks, and they're just attacking people. And then the people that they attack go, well, fuck you, and they attack them back. And then they go, why are you attacking us? And so now we're at war. So now Pakistan, and it looks like Pakistan and India are fucking at war. So something tells me that since a whole lot of this revolves around radical Muslim terrorism, I think Donald Trump's probably going to be pretty squarely on the side of the Indians. And that's kind of cool to say, because being an Indians fan, now Guardians. But yeah, I think Donald Trump's probably going to get fully on board with the Indians on this one, because, right? Like, you can't have terrorists in your fucking country and not expect at some point somebody's going to take a shot at them if they find them. Like, if you're going to harbor big-time terrorists in your country, you got to do that shit low-key, man. You can't be out there fucking blasting out, hey, we got this dude around here. You can't let them get found or they're going to bomb your shit. And then after they bomb your shit, you can't be like, oh, well, you attacked us. No, they attacked the terrorists. But whatever, you're going to change that shit, aren't you? And so, because these fucking countries, they love their terrorists, because they're all freedom fighters to them, because everybody that harbors terrorism, they're all living in open-air fucking prisons because they're oppressed by some other fucking people that lives right next door to them. Like, isn't it crazy how that happens? Everybody that's harboring terrorists is in some sort of open-air prison wherein they are being oppressed by the neighboring country that's like 10 times their size, but not Muslim. Like, isn't that so fucking weird how that happens? Except for Russia and Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine, that's just Putin being a piece of shit. Putin's just being a piece of shit too. And at some point, Taiwan's probably going to get attacked. I don't know. China might be like, look, we need to, I don't fucking know, man. Like, we need to do something that's not going to be really bad. Like, because if we attack Taiwan, that's going to be really bad. Like, China might just be cooling their jets at the moment. But Putin is fucking running around like an asshole, and of course all the Muslims, all the Muslim terrorists, not all the Muslims, all the Muslim terrorists, all the terrorist groups are all fucking going nuts right now. Israel, and oh my God, dude. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see Donald Trump's response to all of this. I don't know what India is going to... I mean, I imagine at this point Donald Trump has probably said something about it, but I haven't caught it in all the news about all the fucking attacks that are going on every day in fucking India. And I'm like... So my head's fucking spinning. More wars breaking out everywhere, but at least we're not starting them. So that's still kind of cool. It's really glad that we're not, out there picking on people. It's everybody picking on each other. It's all fucking terrorists picking on everybody that's their neighbor. And Putin. Oh my gosh. I really wish I remember what the other thing I was going to say about Pope. But I still don't. Anyways, I'll see it when I do the editing, and since it's gonna be on the weekend and fuck it out, whatever, I'll probably record something about this. And then make all of this moot. But yeah, so we are now up to like what, 4 different wars. And then the Mounties are gonna, do some sort of thing. They're gonna blow up some border station. Now we're gonna be at war with Canada. So we were just hunting terrorists. Domestic terrorists. Yeah. Anyways. Yep. It's looking like, yeah. And Germany. And then there's Germany. Fuck me, then there's Germany. We're just waiting for them to go into some sort of crazy civil war where all the shitheads are going to be like, we're not going to stand for this oppression. And then they're going to rise up and be like, we need to kick out all these illegals. So, well, they're not illegal here. Everybody's legal here. Yeah, we need to make them illegal. And then they're going to round them up, stick them on trains. We all know the story from there. Bunch of very thin people. Shit. Wild times.